Always double checking. Good morning, guys. So we are going today on a boat adventure. Our good friend Matt is taking us around the Dampier Archipelago island. Very still. Temperature is already super high here in Karratha, so it should be a great day. You are the guardian of the boat.
Finally I got a boat. Right, let's go.
Run! A wet hat.
Wet hat. Rookie era. All right, so been on the boat for about 45 minutes. Just had a little coffee and now we're on an island and we're gonna go see if we can find some Aboriginal cave art. And then we'll probably go for a dive. The water looks amazing. Weather is perfect. Should be good. They just swum out into this island from, yeah, probably from that other spot. Yeah. There's another one on this side too. See the person behind me here, the legs, could even be a fish maybe, and some more figures. So parenti, the lizard, the kangaroo.
We just go back to the other spot, and suit up and get in.
You good? So the guys have just jumped out of the boat. They're going for a spearfishing mission, and I'm the captain of the boat now officially. So I'm just gonna fly the drone now just to see what is around. So I'll show you what it looks like from the sky. This place is really spectacular. In the distance I can see some whales, I can hear them as well. I just saw some dolphin coming close to the boat. The guys are still trying to find some fish. They found a few, but the visibility apparently is not the best and the fish are quite small. But it's the perfect day for it. It's so still, so beautiful. That convincing us to get a boat or like some kind of watercraft, a jet ski, we don't know, but we are really considering it more and more with Chris and talking about it and ways that we can make it work with our current setup. It's a bit tricky, but yeah, we're definitely thinking about it.
So this morning we left Karratha. Yesterday we were out on the boat in Dampier Archipelago, which was awesome. Huge shout out to Matt for really helping us out when we were in Karratha with a few bits and pieces. and then taking us on the boat yesterday. Really cool experience getting to see the islands. We even stopped off an island to see some ancient Aboriginal cave art, which was really, really neat. It's the first cave art Ange and I have actually seen. And the water was really glassy, so got on the drink a few times when spearing. Not hugely successful day, but still awesome nonetheless for that. It is 39 degrees right now, so the temperatures are skyrocketing as we drive north.
So we just put the aircon on. It's been a while since we've used it, so that's a much appreciated feature of the car to do that drive. So it's a long, it's around like 6 hours from Port Hedland, which we are just left now to do the car wash of the car. A Blue General again. To head to Broome. So it's quite a long drive still. It's 2 p.m. at the moment. So we're gonna stop along the way to camp for the night, probably at 80 Mile Beach, which is a famous beach along that coastline. So yeah, we'll try to find a cool little spot and tomorrow head to Broome. Feeding the driver is a very important job. So we are at the turnoff of 80 Mile Beach. We're dipping tire pressure. It's just like 10k on silt, so better be safe than sorry. It's still super hot. It's nearly 4 p.m. and we're still like sweating buckets. So hopefully we can go for a swim as soon as we arrive. It's been quite like a boring day of driving, but we're very excited to head north. So that's why we're making more casts today. We finally arrived on 80 Mile Beach. Chris is starving. When we drive, usually, obviously, like we don't have like as much food as normal, as much like drink as normal, so like starving and as well so thirsty right now. So he's gonna cook first his dinner. No more fish, unfortunately, but me, I'll go for a swim.
I don't know what that was. What do you think of my hat?
Maybe you should wear that next time you go spearfishing. Oh, ho, ho. Goodbye. This is what my boyfriend looks like most of the time. Completely weird. Chris, guess what? We just hit 10k subscribers!
Hey!
Thank you guys! Not a better way, not a better place to celebrate than to be on the beach. Thank you guys.
Good morning, guys. Slept here last night. Really still beautiful night of sleep. Just the sound of birds. Had a bat flying around the car, which was neat, really big flying fox. So just drove a bit down, further down the beach this morning just to check the place out. But as its name, being 80 Mile Beach, just goes forever. At some point we would hit a river mouth where we couldn't go any further. No point driving too far that way. But yeah, absolutely stunning beach. Really white sand, awesome to drive on, not soft at all kind of shelly. So we're gonna head back now. There's a little washing bay at the start of this beach, which is very, very rare, which I like. So I'll give the car a bit of a spray down, and then we are going to head our way to Broome. So that's something we're really excited about. So that was a famous old roadhouse called the Sandfire Roadhouse, which is on its way to Broome. That one's been there for years and wanted to check it out for a little while now, so took that one off the list.
Quick pit stop on the way. We bought these popsicles yesterday. Chris prepared them for us. It's so good.
Ginger.
Nice job. Oh, this is gonna come handy in the coming weeks.
We've made it! Yes!
We are finally in Broome. So this is Cable Beach, Endless Beach. Gosh, we're so exhausted. So in the past 2 days, we drove around 900 Ks, 9 hours of driving. Did a lot of chores today, picked up a lot of things that we need to get ready for the Gibb. But before that, before we get into all the chores, we're gonna have another popsicle and a coffee. We may go for a little swim. There may be like some, where are they?
Just estuarine crocodiles, which aren't the dangerous ones, and they're probably not going to be here. There's just a warning.
Yeah, so here it's like pretty safe for that. So yeah, we'll definitely jump in for a swim after that because it is cooking.
How sick is this? This is one of those little Instagram misnomers. So there's no cars this way, but there's about 150 cars that way down the beach. So knowing us, obviously we've come as far as we can away from all the traffic. We have the rest, about 10 kilometers of beach all to ourselves. The camels, the famous camel train is probably down that end because it's a tourist attraction. I'll maybe try and get some photos of them maybe another night, but we've got some chores to do today. All right, so first thing we've done now that we've gone to the beach, Ange is on coffee. I've removed everything out of the car because I need to work on the water tank. Now, I built a little storage system at Matt's house in Karratha using some of his tools, which was awesome. I'll just roll a few of those clips now. Now this is what it looks like. It looks like an absolute monkey has made this, but it'll do the job. So it's basically 12mm marine ply, so it's not very heavy at all, and it's supported by a few lengths of ply. There's some storage underneath, as well as storage for our boxes for all of our clothing that goes on top. Our charging unit is in the middle still at this stage, and the main reason for it is we've now got a 40-litre water tank. It has bungs from both ends, so I'm going to plumb that up now, and then we can basically fill it full of water. Perfect timing for the Gibb River Road. So I'm just going to work on that now while the tide comes up behind me, which I didn't really anticipate. So I've just guessed a length of hose. I didn't know that you were meant to drink out of a proper drinkable water hose, I guess because there might be toxins in the rubber and that might break down. So that's another reason why I basically just bought, I think it's 10 meters. So then we'll have a hose on either end, and then we're going to have a longer hose, so a big spool of it, and I'll use that to be able to connect to a water tap, any kind of water source, and then just basically dump the other end of the hose straight into there, and that's how we'll fill it up. So what I'm doing is, this is all the tools I need. We've got a basic ball valve, that's like an on-off switch. Then we've got a 1/2-inch barb that'll go there, then hose on plus the hose clamp, and that's all we need, and that'll be down up and under here. Too easy. Okay, so here's today's finished product. Water system's all set up. I've got the main big hose just behind the seat. I've tacked in a little molly holder, so I've got the first aid kit hanging there now, easy to get to. Done that and changed the water hose to a drinking safe one. Tomorrow will be oil change. It's been a little while now. It's probably been 7,000 kilometers, pretty much bang on. If we're doing hard off-roading, I'll make sure I do it every 5,000 Ks. I'll service the car myself. It's been, yeah, about 7, but a lot of that's been highway because we've done this big drive. So tonight I'll put in this stuff here. Every once in a while, I like to just do like a full flush. So I will end up flushing the petrol tank as well with a cleaner, an injector cleaner, and hopefully that'll give me the maximum amount of fuel economy for this Gibb River Road. We've found out today that one of the main roadhouses along the Gibb River is actually only serving diesel. So we're gonna have to do at least 550 kilometers off-road before we can get petrol again. So I'm gonna try and maximize fuel economy as much as possible. First steps, changing the oil, and I'll chuck in this Nulon extreme oil flush stuff, and that'll help get rid of any sludge and stuff out of the oil sump. And then tomorrow, when the engine's a lot cooler, I will replace the engine oil. All right, so just grab one of those up from, I think it was like the Auto Pro. Yeah, I always just grab a disposal one of those to do the oil. Yeah, goes in there like so, and then I'll just chuck this flush in. I don't put additives in very often. I just do it maybe every 20,000 kilometers, and this just goes in on the old oil, and then it'll get drained out completely tomorrow. Cool. We'll let that sink into the oil, and then when we drive it to our campsite tonight, it should probably be about enough driving to flush that through.
Chores done, so now we get to swim.
Yes. Morning guys, so as you saw, I just pulled the oil out of the sump. The car's a little bit warm now, so that makes it really easy to drain it. That was just with a 13mm socket. Now I've got the oil filter, which is just with a 23mm socket to pull that out, and I will replace the oil filter with a new one. Easy. Not the most enjoyable job to do first thing in the morning, but it's got to be done. And then we've got the worst job, which is pulling that oil out. All right, job's a good one. Now just need to tip the old oil into the container of the new one, and then take that to a disposal center and write down how many Ks the car's done, what the date is, and we're good to go. All right, so got all the chores done finally today, and just saw the famous camel train on Cable Beach in Broome.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be back in Broome to explore properly, but now we're super excited. We're ready to tackle the Gibb River Road, the iconic one, and that will be for the next episode, so stay tuned guys, a lot more coming up.
Cheers for watching guys, see you next time.
Stay tuned for next week's episode.
Worst case scenario, not happy. Not happy.